Not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Don't scare me.
Yeah.
Don't be scaring me. I come on my days, okay?
All right, ladies. Are
Hey.
you ready for our walk?
Yes. I've been looking forward to it all day. I need to de-stress.
Yes.
Some of my students could use a walk or two these days. What? Yep.
I know, it's so sad. I have so many students this year that are already overweight.
Oh, it's probably their ethnicity. They're just predisposed to being overweight.
True, but did you know that recent studies show that obesity is increasing among all ethnic groups, not just
really?
those prone to obesity?
Wow.
You have a lot of students that are on free or reduced lunch. You know, kids that come from low-income families are more prone to being overweight.
Well, that's not the thing. Most of my students are middle and upper class families.
You're right. Obesity rates are higher for children and adults. But I've heard about increases in obesity among adults and children from higher groups as well.
Yikes. You know what? I remember hearing something like that. I heard that the reason for the change in their eating habits. They're eating more convenient foods and high-fat and sugary foods. It's just the way of the times now.
Yep, I'm guilty of it myself. I eat convenient foods. Everyone's so busy. There's not a whole lot of choice anymore.
I can't remember the last time I made a home-cooked meal.
Me either.
I've always wondered exactly why obesity rates are higher for those with low income. Technically, isn't everyone getting the same education and have the same access to food? I mean, seriously, we live in Hawaii. How come people aren't out exercising?
You know, that's not necessarily true. From what I've learned, low-income neighborhoods frequently lack full-service grocery stores and farmers markets. So they end up getting their groceries from stores like 7-Eleven or the ABC store. Yeah, not exactly a great place for fresh fruit and low-fat items.
Yeah.
You know, although in Hawaii we're actually ranked a little better as far as our obesity rates are, but there's still a lot of kids that are obese.
I've read that low-income families are experiencing high levels of stress as well. And we all know that leads to weight gains, as well as hormones and metabolism. Not to mention increasing unhealthy eating habits.
It's true. Man, there's so many factors that go into the health of a child. You know?
I guess you're right. You're right. It's not as easy as just eating right and exercising more.
Yep. Hey, do you guys have any time to teach health? I have no time. We're always trying to meet AYP. It's always science and language arts and math.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as far as exercise, you know, Hawaii has great weather, but have you seen some of the neighborhoods these kids are coming from? Not exactly safe and positive play environment.
Yep.
And they can't afford to put their kids into organized sports.
Yep.
Not to mention they don't have access to good health care.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't it be great if schools could provide healthier food for students?
It is, and you know what? I've heard of a program that they're trying to start at my school. It's something called the Fresh Fruit and Vegetable Program.
My school does that.
Really?
They bring out a fresh fruit or veggie once a week. The kids can try it or not try it. They do it at recess. Our kids love it.
Oh, wow.
And just today, our kids were doing asparagus and dragon fruit. I couldn't believe how many of the kids were eating asparagus. They were like, Miss, this looks like a tree.
How fun.
Wow, that sounds amazing. This would be a teaching opportunity, too.
Yeah.
Teachers could provide information about the fruit or vegetable of the day. The class could talk about where the food's from, why it's good for you, and maybe different ways to cook with it.
You're right. And you know what? The teacher could even do mini lessons. And during snack time, teaching about the food pyramid or why it's important to exercise.
Yeah. It's a great way to sneak in mini health lessons.
All right, ladies, I guess we don't have an excuse for not teaching health standards now.
No more talking about work. Let's go get our heart rate up.
All right. Don't let your income define your health.